I'ma break your neck.
Yo, halo, welcome back. Tepat juga weekend, pacau lah pacau dong. Oke Joy, hari ini kita akan kembali melanjutkan gameplay Hogwarts Legacy. Di episode sebelumnya, kita dikejar-kejar oleh naga. Kereta terbang kita hancur teman-teman. Lalu kita masuk ke dalam dunia goblin, karena kita membawa kunci goblin tersebut dan diincar oleh Raja Goblin. Entah apa yang sedang terjadi. Dan sekarang kita sudah masuk dalam sekolah Hogwarts. Kita masuk ke apa ini ya? Tikus, sekolah kelas tikus. Lupa lagi gua. Ada cangkir. Oh, bisa minum guys. Wow, langsung hilang gelasnya. Wow, gambar juga hidup tadi. Coba kita tuh hidup guys. Gambar-gambarnya bergerak ya. Let's go lah. Let's go, let's go. Saatnya keluar dari ruangan ini. Jin Karahoy, find your common room. Oke. Rame sekali. Hi Bran. Halo Bran. Find common room. Lenora Everleg. Oke, makan dulu. Nice, sarapan ya guys ya. Hai Lenora.
Oh, hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway.
Oh, bukan tikus tupai ya kayaknya.
You're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
Can imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially everyone will be watching to see how much you already know. I do have a lot catch up on. I'm not worried.
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed. 4 years of schoolwork is a bit... Being that far behind, I'd feel so... inadequate. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
Hi Lenora. Nice to meet you.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
Adieu. Adieu. Lenora. Na 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 na. Oh, itu dulu, ini dulu deh. Arthur Plumley.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Was
Was
that your cat?
your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
I think magical beasts are incredible. I tend to agree with your mother. Huh.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I'd better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Good luck, Arthur.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Ya, Arthur, Lenora, Adelaide
Oh,
Ox.
Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh,
Hi.
hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes?
Yeah,
I'm Adelaide. Pleasure
Adelaide.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
Yes.
That one is true. Not the typical start to a new school.
That's dreadful. Well, I'm glad you made it here alive.
Thank
Well,
you.
Anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Nice. Is your uncle alright? Karena dia cantik, kita tanya lagi, guys.
Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes. He travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course. And good luck.
Yeah. Thank you, Adelaide.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet?
Apa nih? Bola dunia. Oh, bisa diputar, guys. Jin Karahoy. Oke. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Halo. Halo, Professor.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Thank you, Professor. Humbles. Ooh.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Yes, sir. Yes, Professor. Let's go, Professor. Kita akan menjalani tes. Yes, Professor.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Hufflepuff
I
basement.
certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
Wah, ada apa lagi? Kita makan lagi, guys.
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Yes, Professor. Makan mulu ya. Revelio.
Revelio.
Nice. Collect. Oke. Revelio. Level 1. Apa nih? Field gauge. A challenge has tier to reward special unlock a tier complete. Kacamata. Wow, mungkin dapat kacamata, guys ya.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Yes, Professor. Tananana. Apa lagi nih? Jurus-jurus baru kah? Oke. Essential. Revelio. Protego. Staveve. Revelio. Protego. Apa ini?
Good timing.
Oke.
Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Open map. Satu, 2, 3, 4, 5. Terus X. Return to map. Zoom. Oh, disuruh ke sini kah? Travel. Okay.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Yes, Professor.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings.
Suaranya
and an
menggema ya.
extended trip up to the castle.
There is in effect.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins?
Yes,
Well,
Professor.
I presume Professor Fig
Kita mau
has
orangnya
his
jujur,
reasons for
teman-teman.
keeping the details
Tidak
to
suka
himself
bohong.
for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Yes,
Come and find
Professor.
me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Yes, Professor. Bicara pada Profesor Fig. Profesor Fig.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yeah. I hope I didn't say too much.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Yes, Professor. Open track. Kita disuruh main quest, completing main quest. Oke, bro. Let's go.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Oke. Sorry teman-teman ya, gak banyak ngobrol karena gua terlalu menikmati obrolan mereka. Seru juga. Bisa nembus pintu. Aha. Disuruh ke sini teman-teman. Kita bisa tandai. Kok ini map. Good. Jeng jeng, itu dia. Jin Karahoy di atas sana ya. Go. Berputarlah. Nak bertemu siapa nih? Chess kompas. Begin.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878, no doubt.
Professor Hecat!
Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Yes, Professor. Oke, kita latihan dulu teman-teman ya. Go. Levioso. Cargamo. Levioso. Jin Karahoy. Abracadabra.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Yes, Professor. Yang lebih gede katanya teman-teman. Coba yang lebih gede. Kita dicoba adik-adik. Oke, siap Profesor. Levioso.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
Set R2.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent.
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Thank you, Professor. So be easy, Professor.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Duel.
Levioso, this can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
All these students with us again. I do enjoy a lively duel.
Levioso.
Use the basic cast when your opponent's card is down.
Thank you, Professor.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Sombong, kita mulai sombong. Paling ganteng kita di sekolah ini, teman-teman ya. Kita akan menjadi top.
And you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Haggard.
Idola baru di sekolah ini.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Yes, Professor.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day.
Speak with Sebastian.
Nice work.
Halo, Sebastian.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I have had my share of combat. It was never is my one in combat.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon.
Yes.
Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned. We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Oke, Sebastian.
Till next time.
Ada sesuatu di sini, guys. First class student.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Masih belum ketemu kah kucingnya? Quest baru kah? Nanti saja. Aha, kita turun lagi teman-teman. Terus ke sana, kelas selanjutnya. Let's go. Halo bro, wih tabrak. Kok di sini? Oh di atas. Di atas teman-teman. Gimana cara kita naik ke atas? Sini guys. Tunggu aku, Profesor. Aku suka sekolah, Profesor. Ruangan ini kah? Masih di atasnya. Ada tangga lain. Gimana cara masuk ke sini? Aduh, tidak bisa terbang. Oh, ini ada lagi, guys. Masih ada tangga selanjutnya, boy. Apakah di sini ruangannya? Oh, bukan. Bukan, guys. Ini kamar mandi. Salah. Masih ada tangga selanjutnya. Let's go. Tinggi juga ya. Berapa tingkat ini ruangan ini ya? Begin.
Here, behind you.
Not say onai.
There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student.
Yes, Nettie.
Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Professor Ronan.
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Oke, jurus baru. Go. Accio.
Accio.
Ake.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Praktek semua ya. Tidak ada ujian tulisan, teman-teman. Oke.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Kita mulu, kita yang jadi bahan percobaan. Sudah guys, kita jadi ini aja.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The
Yes.
trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall. Yes?
Yes, Professor.
Now, I could keep talking about theory. That's it. Don't lose your composure.
Oh, oke.
Splendid. Very good. Not too bad. Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes,
Oke.
Let us see this.
50 si Onai.
Akio.
Oke. Yeah.
Excellent.
Here we go.
Kamu menantangku, Natsai. Achio.
Nicely done.
Natsa Onai. Bagus. Ini giliranku. Aku akan menjadi bintang kelasku.
Akio.
Biru. Nice.
Perfect score. Remarkable.
Summoner Kortai.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Kortrulus.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Pacautren.
Akio.
No. 20.
Here we go. That is how it's done.
Curang. Siap.
Akio.
Good.
That's it.
Nice. Ayo Natsai.
Watch this.
Nabrak.
There we go.
30. Kita harus jatuhkan punya si Natsai. Quite impressive. Gagal. Natsai Onai. Court winner. Jago si Natsai Onai.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Thank you, Professor. Gagal yang kita disingkirkan, guys. Dicurangi oleh si Natsai Onai.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Akio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm glad you understand.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly. I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Nice to meet you. Not saya onai.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Of course, you can
A
use
word,
Akio
if you would.
Profesor,
if you're so inclined.
aku ingin berbicara denganmu, Profesor.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Thank you, Profesor Ronan. Oke, saatnya kita bertemu Profesor Weasley. Quiz complete, champ class. Jeng-jeng. Nah, kemana kita nih? Tadi kemana ya kita masuk? Kalau lihat sini, guys.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, Samantha.
You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet
Samantha
you.
Dale.
You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Wasn't the challenge a lesson? That's kind of you to say.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Profesor Ronan. Kemana itu, guys? Naik lagi ke atas kah? Open quest log. Track quest. Oke, kita fokus dulu pada misi ya, teman-teman ya. Tuh. Nanti aja side questnya untuk apa, nanti gue cari tahu dulu. Apakah ini seperti God of War? Dengan side quest kita akan menjadi bertambah kuat. Ruangan kelas yang sangat gede. Gargoyle 142. Sekarang di bawah. Oh, itu dia. Keluar. Oke. Met Professor Weasley in Transfiguration Classroom. Room Transfiguration. Professor Weasley, are you here?
What about the room, Professor?
Dick.
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, Professor.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Hasn't Professor Fig said anything? No, Professor.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan mentioned that.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm ready to go.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Perhaps Sebastian Shallow and Natsai Onai. I've noticed you're spending time with them. How about Natty?
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Yes, Professor. Ta-na-na-na-na-na. Ta-ta-ta-dum-ta-dum-ta-dum. Saatnya kemana? Tidak tahu. Oke. Let's go, bro. Ada sesuatu di sini, boy. Talk.
Ah, there you
You
are.
have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I complete this.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Okay, Professor. Professor Ronan. Search areas in minimap.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Ada sesuatu kah di sini?
Revelio.
Apakah ini? Apa ini? In the task, in the tools, in the task. Itu dia, guys. Tangkap. Ready your destination. Collects to defend Dark Art Tower. Gimana cara nangkapnya? Revelio. Fortego. Oh iya, kotak R2, guys. Nice. Come on.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Record. Taratatataratata. So easy, bro. Repelio. Akio. Professor.
I trust the preliminary tasks.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Reparo. Reparo. Memperbaiki benda. New spell unlock. Welcome to hostmate.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Yes, Professor. Akio. Reparo. Nice.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Sudahkah? Oke teman-teman, sepertinya sampai di sini dulu video kali ini. Jangan lupa like, comment, share, dan subscribe. Bye-bye.
I know I've broken promises.